glimmer of hope in the race to vaccinate tonight. More doses are on the way to the tri-state, but that delivery will not solve the supply crisis. Today, Governor Cuomo says the state has already gotten 92% of the first doses the state has into arms. More than 250,000 new doses will arrive in the coming days. About half will go to New York City. But with 7 million people in the state eligible for the shot, demand continues to outpace the supply. News 4's Adam Harding is live at the Javits Center, a state-run vaccine hub, with the very latest. Adam?
And Gilma, good evening to you, where those vaccines are continuing behind us here at the Javits Center. Today, the governor touring a pop-up site at a NYCHA senior complex, of course, amid concerns that this vaccine needs to be fairly distributed. The goal here is setting up these vaccination kits to get thousands more vaccinated by early next week. Those would be seniors. It comes as there is a real crisis to get more doses to the state and the city now.
Yes, I think everybody should get the vaccine so we can end this pandemic.
We met Upkar Dode late today outside the Javits Center, where he's relieved to have gotten his first shot of the COVID vaccine.
I was supposed to come last week. Like a week ago, they called me. They said they have no more vaccine.
So you got rescheduled for today?
Yes.
But you got it today?
I got it today, yes. And it was very well maintained, like 1, 2, 3.
Despite fears of a dwindling supply, a new vaccination center was opened this weekend at the Aqueduct Racetrack in Queens.
So I actually had to drive over an hour to get here today, but because there was nothing closer.
I'm hoping it's the beginning of the end. I really am. I want to just get back to life as normal.
The state says healthcare distribution sites have administered 92% of first doses received from the federal government. There is an urgent rush to get more supplies now.
The federal government allocates dosages by week. We exhausted all the vaccines that we have received to date. Week 1 to 5.
The week 6 allocation of roughly 250,000 doses began arriving midweek, with more expected Sunday.
At 250,000 doses a week, this is going to take us 15, 16, 17 weeks.
Despite criticism by some over the rollout, the federal government isn't backing down from its lofty goal of vaccinating 100 million during President Biden's first 100 days in office.
As we get further on into the subsequent months and we get a lot more vaccine available, then you're going to see a much broader approach using these community vaccine centers and pharmacies, et cetera. So I believe we can do it.
And Gilma, tonight, amid questions of using potentially some of those second doses that are set aside for wave 2 of those shots, some questions about using that for wave 1. Of course, the word we're hearing tonight is that there would need to be some type of federal agreement and assurance that the next wave of shots for people who need that second shot, it will in fact be there. There is concern that without those promises, that could only make this chaotic situation even worse. We're live tonight outside of the Javits Center. I'm Adam Harding, News 4, New York.
Adam, thank you. We continue that conversation about second doses. Healthcare workers in Newark are getting their second shot of the COVID-19 vaccine. It's been nearly a month since the first Moderna shots were given at the Essex County Vaccination Center. Right now, the county is vaccinating nearly 9,000 people every week. But officials say they could be vaccinating 30,000 a week if they had enough supplies.
We have the highest number of positive cases, 55,000. We have over 2,200 people that died just from this county. We have people that are hurting each and every day, that lost their job, lost their housing. We need to get people vaccinated so they can move on with their life.
And remember, both the Pfizer and Moderna shot require a second dose. State guidelines say each vaccine site is responsible for bringing patients back for that second vaccine.